Hey y'all, today we're going to make a quick dessert that is really good, but it's great for the holidays when you need to take a dish maybe to a church function or a friend's house or a family dinner or something like that. Or you can do this for breakfast at your house if you like sweets for breakfast. And it's so good and just so simple to make. So I will show you what we'll do. I just have this pan. You can use a muffin pan. I couldn't find mine, so I'm using this. And I got this at Aldi's probably a year ago. And I was trying to see how many... there's 8 in here, so I'm just gonna spray 8 things. So it'd be a good idea to spray your little sections. Now, if you want to put this all together in a casserole dish, this will go in an 8x8 real good. Or you can double the recipe, and a 9x13 would work real good. But we're going to take the cinnamon rolls, Pillsbury cinnamon rolls, and we're going to put one in each slot. I always seem to have a hard time breaking those apart. Try on this end. These are really good with the icing that they give you that comes with it. There must be a secret to getting these out of here better than what I do. So anyway, get those put in your sections and then kind of mash them just a little bit where they come up just a pinch on the sides. You don't want to mash your cinnamon rolls down too much, but you just want to have a little lip on them. And so there, we've done that, and now we're going to take canned apples, apple pie filling, and we're going to put that on top of each one. I should really cut these because that apple's about too big. Be sure and get some of the glaze stuff. I made this a couple nights ago for my daughter Holly. We went over there and did Halloween cookies and carved pumpkins. And I made this, and they really liked it a lot. So I'm trying to make sure everyone has at least 2 apples, and they do. And there's a little bit of glaze and apple left, but if I get too heavy with it, then it's just going to make a mess, really. So the next thing, I feel like the apples don't have quite as much flavor as what I would like. So I'm just going to put a little bit of cinnamon on top. And this container has big holes, so I have to be careful. Okay, that one needs a little bit more. And then when they come out, we're going to take the glaze that came with these and we're going to put it on top. And you cook these the amount that the package said or calls for. And I think I tore it off, which I did. And let's see. I did get the heat at 375 and bake 10 to 12 minutes or until golden brown. So we're going to bake these at least 12 minutes. And when they're done, we'll come back. Our apple cinnamon roll dessert's ready, so let's take a look at it. And there it is. I'll hold it up closer to the camera. If you put these in a casserole dish, it really does make less of a mess. But I'm going to go ahead and take one out. And I have not let these sit. So, you know, if you let something sit, it usually comes out better. But that's coming out good. So here it is without the icing. And then we'll put a little of this icing on it. And it's still cold. So it's not wanting to come off. When that icing warms up, it will kind of drizzle down better. But there it is. And now let's taste it. It's real soft. This is so good. It reminds me of fall so much with the cinnamon and the apple. It's a perfect food for the fall season. Thanksgiving, especially, this would be good to take to some kind of event. But it's really, really good. And I hope that you'll give it a try. And I thought that we might do a few more of the what I call boring facts about myself. So hold on, I'll be right back, and we'll do just a few of those. Okay, we're gonna do just a few boring facts about myself. But as I said in the last time I did this, they do this in Us magazine. And even if I don't even know the person, I think it's kind of interesting to know what they like and don't like and things like that. So anyway, we're gonna do it. So my first vehicle was my dad's truck. And he had about a 72 Chevy green, 3-speed on the column truck that he left me in his will. And he passed away, as you know, when I was young. So it was around then, give or take a couple years. And he taught me how to drive it. And we had a church up near our house, and we'd go up there and I'd drive around the parking lot, and he said I was a better driver than my sister. And that always made me feel good when I could be the best at something. So anyway, I would love to have another one, and I've looked on the internet just to see what they go for, and the price is outrageous. So I probably won't get another one, but that's okay. I have my memories. In grade school, I played softball, which I loved. And I played softball, and I was the basketball manager, which I loved that too. That was a lot of fun to do that. And I've told you this story before, but I met my husband through my best friend's uncle at her house. At his house. Randy was staying with the next door neighbors, and he came over because some people at my best friend's uncle's house were changing my oil. So he came over and helped and talked with me and all that. And I was really shocked when I found out that he was interested in me, because at the time I was hugely overweight, and my experience throughout had been that guys just really never paid much attention to me. And so I was shocked, but pleasantly shocked. And so we went out on a date. He asked me the second time I talked to him if I'd go out with him. I did. And on our second date, I believe it was, he asked me to marry him. That was a smart move on his part, and a smart move on my part for saying yes. And he is absolutely a wonderful husband. He treats me like gold, and I'm blessed. My mom was a fabulous cook, and I learned a lot of my cooking skills from her. She would be fixing something, and I would just ask, why did you do that? Or how do you know to put that in? Or how do you know how long to cook it? Just all kinds of questions, and she would answer them. But she was the best cook and could make wonderful tea. And you know, if you're a tea drinker, you know you can get some pretty bad tea, but my mom made the best tea. And my first job was at the recreation center in my town we moved to in North Carolina when I was 6. And I worked in the bowling alley part, renting out the lanes and the shoes and all that kind of thing. And that was fun. I was 15, and it was just a lot of fun because you were around a lot of, or I was around a lot of people my age, and, you know, have a fun job, make a little money. It was good. My dad passed away at the VA hospital in Asheville, North Carolina, after open heart surgery, and in 1973, and I was 14. So, and then Mom passed away in a local hospital here from several different conditions, the main one being her kidneys, or ones being her kidneys and heart, in 2002, and she was, or I was 42. My favorite beverage is ice water. I always order it when I go out to eat. It's what I drink at home. Every now and then I might get a tea, and usually I get it half and half unsweet, half sweet. Very seldom do I ever get a Coke or Pepsi, Mountain Dew, or anything like that anymore. And I used to be very addicted to those, but they just don't quench my thirst, and they don't make me feel satisfied. So water is my favorite beverage. And my religious beliefs are, I go to the Church of Christ or First Christian Church, either one that you want to call it. And I was raised a Southern Baptist. And the job that I hated the worst out of all the jobs I've had in my life, and I've had a few, I wouldn't say a crazy amount of jobs, but, well, I might have to tell you two jobs, because I don't know which I hated worse. But I worked at Hanes, and my job was sitting at the sewing machine and sewing t-shirts together. And I do not like to sit and not be able to get around and move. And I'd have to lean over the machine. That made my back hurt and all that, and I just really hated that job. And the other job was, I worked at Breeden's. That was in Morganton. I think it may have changed now to Case Farms or something else. I'm not sure, but I don't think it's Breeden's anymore. But my job was standing in the line. They had a big doors in the walls that were up near the ceiling that went into another room where these people hooked the chickens and the turkeys on these hooks, and they would come down the line and throughout the building I was in, and as it came to each person, they would have their individual job to do to the chicken or the turkey. And my job was to cut the oil sac off the chicken tail. And if you buy a chicken, look at the tail, and you'll see like a little cut place on it, maybe about the size of a dime, where it's being cut right there. And that's where a knot has been. That's an oil sac that all chickens and turkeys have. And I would have to cut that off. And there's just not much good I can think to say about that job. I was so happy when I quit. Okay. I always had very short hair until I started letting it grow several years ago. And now my hair is almost to my waist, and I try to take care of it and put vitamins in it and things like that. As a matter of fact, this is a new way, this thing is a new way I've started wearing my hair, and I was going to show you how I do it. Very, very simple. And then I was going to show you 2 products that I put in my hair. And I never put heat in my hair, not a blow dryer, not a curling iron. And I don't wear products in my hair such as hairspray, mousse, that kind of thing. But I do use 2 products. One's a detangler, and I just recently started using this volumizer, and it's supposed to help your hair grow better and volumize it, and I'll tell you my thoughts on that when I do that video soon. So that should do it for today on that. I hope you enjoyed that recipe. Like I said, it's really, really good. Simple to put together and quick to cook, and people think you slaved all day. So I love each and every one of you. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed day. Take care of yourself. Do something really good for yourself. And more importantly, do something really good for somebody else. As I say, and I get emotional because I've been so blessed to have what I need. And I don't have to worry about where I'm going to lay my head tonight. So if you're able to help someone, even if you're going through the drive-thru and you pay for the person behind you what they order, just do something to bless somebody. Hope you have a wonderful day. And this is The Ugly Cry. And I'll see you soon. Love you. Bye.